trip was amazing. I got a little choked up when we was riding to the farm, just seeing those what would you call that, legs? I mean, all those slavery-looking thing. My heart got a little bit heavy, but you know, the trip was amazing. Yeah.
What would you change?
What would I change? Maybe the bus. I want to be on the party bus.
Yeah, you were.
Okay.
You were on the boring bus.
We had the best bus.
Listen, our bus was the calm bus, the Zen bus.
Whatever.
We were very relaxed. Everybody, nobody on our bus was complaining.
Life is too short.
I'm riding on the nursing home bus. Everybody sleep.
Bang, bang, bang. Shots fired. Shots fired. That bus.
I'm riding on the nursing home bus. You see, all of them over there want to be lit now. I bet you as soon as we get off this exit and start heading north, again. And I'm sick of it.
Short. Okay.
Listen, we were relaxing.
We partying.
Now, next trip, we're flopping. We're gonna be the lit bus. Y'all gonna be the boring bus. Y'all had y'all fun already.
Whatever bus I'm on is gonna be
But they
lit.
were on my bus. They were with me, and because they were with me, it was super
Everybody
lit.
on our bus are party people, but we were relaxing. I bet you the people who are on our bus next time, listen, y'all gonna see for yourself. Y'all gonna
Yeah, Ari kind of saved me with the music and stuff, so I thank her for that.
Y'all add my Spotify playlist.
Adios did. It was very freeing for me. I got a lot of clarity. Only thing I didn't like was the paddleboarding. I would have definitely done kayaking. It was very hard to paddleboard, and I just kept falling in. That river got me good. I tell you what, but definitely wish it was longer. Everybody's vibes was great. No arguing, no bad vibes. You feel me? Made up with a boy. You feel me? So that was obviously the best part as well. So yeah, it was a good trip. Very freeing, and I definitely do it again. Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
Love the trip. I had an amazing time. It's something I would never forget, and I had so much fun. I don't know which one was the best, but I really enjoyed kayaking. What else? I enjoyed being around people that I work with. I got to know them a little bit better. I've seen how they are, and I've seen a lot of people came back, not a different person, but more like, I would say, grow up, more mature. I seen a lot of changes in people, a lot of awakening, So I think that was great, especially for me. It was a life-changing experience because when I was out there, when we had the circle, there was a lot of things going through my mind, and I knew the changes that I have to make to move forward in the future, and that's why I loved about the trip, and everything else. That's it.
What would you change?
What would I change? Oh, we should have went for 2 weeks. If we had went for 2 weeks, man, it would have been crazy, And I wish we could have stayed forever, but we got to come back and make money. So it's all good. But next time, it'll be okay. And as long as I'm there, it's gonna be good. Positive vibe. We're gonna do our thing. And of course, I would like to thank Mr. Joseph for the liquor.
Thank you, Nobby.
What's up, guys? So this is my little recap of the North Carolina trip. I don't really have a lot to say about it. Like, I could just honestly say, like, I had a really good time. I don't really have anything that I'll change or anything. I feel like if we were to have another trip like this again in like a few months or next year or whenever it's gonna be, I'm ready for it. And if it goes just like this one that just happened this year, then I'll be happy, because it was just full of good vibes, good people. The circle time was great. I feel like it was very healing for a lot of people with many things that are constantly going through our own heads, and we got a chance to share it with everyone else, and that felt good too. I felt like karaoke night was the highlight of the whole trip, and I hope next time we will do this again. And yeah, that's about it. I'm done.
Hey everyone, my name is Nessa, and my favorite part about our North Carolina trip was karaoke, because I planned that for December and it took us only 7 months to do it. And I had fun. I love seeing everybody sing. The judges were mean, but I deserved all 10.
Excuse me?
My least favorite part of the North Carolina trip was the drive, because I don't like just sitting down for that. Like, I love traveling, I just don't like the meeting between time. Oh, and one thing I'll change, nothing. I have fun.
Hey guys, I'm here to do my recap video. I just want to say I thought the trip was perfect. From day one, from getting on the bus, all the vibes were there as far as like everybody's energy, everybody being on one accord, and basically everybody just having fun and being on I just felt like everybody was on one vibe the entire time. That's what I liked about the trip the most. I just felt like everybody just knew we were here for fun, relaxation. I like that it was informative too, like going to the CBD farms. I learned a lot there. Even just being in Raleigh, North Carolina, I learned a lot about the atmosphere and how things are over there and the culture. And even like just passing through fields, like you just see these plots and you just think about like your ancestors and how they probably were there one day or dealing with this. And it was just an eye-opener, even just sitting around in circle time, talking to everybody about basically your life and your experiences and how we all connected here and how we were all just in one place at the end, which just shows like how sometimes destiny brings everybody together and how your journey may go a million ways and then at one point, you know, intervene with each other, because I would have never guessed that I would have been there with those people maybe 2-3 years ago. So it was just a blessing. If I could have changed anything about the trip, definitely would be the length. I felt like we could have been there even longer, had more vibes, more fun. Shout out to everybody who was on the trip, by the way. And I enjoyed every last second of it, from paddleboarding to karaoke and anything else we did in between, ping pong, eating. Everything was there. You just felt the love, you felt the energy.
Hello, my name is Antoine. I think one of the highlights for me from the trip, there were many, was bonding with everyone on different levels, especially my male counterparts. We opened up, the brotherhood was amazing, and I don't think there's anything that'll change about the trip. It was an amazing experience, and I look forward to the next one.
So the trip to North Carolina was just therapeutic. It was just amazing. Road trips just does something different to you when instead of flying. It was just so great just to see everybody bonding. Everybody just had a positive attitude. We're joking, we're laughing the whole way there. Yeah, I think it was just amazing. It's just so crazy how like you would think with just so many people, it was just a group of us that, you know, there would be arguments or like disagreement. It was just so it was just fun. I think everybody enjoyed each other's company, and also they kind of got to know more about certain people that they didn't know about. But yeah, it was just amazing. And I think if I had to change something, I don't think I would. I don't know, maybe I think we should have cooked more. Maybe just the next time we plan on just like making like our own meals, just I guess tasting everybody's different meals was just fun. It was just only one time, but yeah, I wouldn't just change, you know, everybody just takes turn to like cook. Home cooked meal is always better, so I think that's the only thing that I would change. So yeah, I cannot wait for next year.
Okay, hey guys, so this is my recap of our trip to Durham, North Carolina. It was great. I only had probably 2 issues, and it was mosquitoes and it was the food that I ate. It was horrible. Well, horrible for my body. Mosquitoes, I couldn't get away from it. The food, it is what it is. I came back and I made the changes I needed to make for myself. The things that I loved, there were about 3 things. It was the actual drive. We were in our bus, us with the older heads. We were singing 80s, 90s music, like on the top of our lungs, remembering things, reminiscing. The next thing was the full moon event, full moon ritual rather. It was very, very eye-opening and spiritual that I absolutely loved. Made me think about things outside of the box for myself that I wanted to implement for myself and I wanted to manifest for myself. My next thing was, this is the kind of twofold kind of issue, is when we went canoeing. I liked it, but my phone decided to dive in the water. So that was Friday. So for the majority of the trip after that, I had no phone, no device. So while most people probably would have been like depressed, I wasn't. I realized it was a time that I needed to connect with nature, needed to connect with myself and detach. So I really, really walked away positive from that and was fine. So that's our recap. Thank you.
Hi, this is Dana, and I wanted to share what I loved about the trip and what I would just not do at all. The trip was amazing. The car ride to Atlanta and to North Carolina was so amazing, very impactful. Took me back to my inner child. I was singing on the top of my lungs as if I could, and had a great time just bonding, and music is always a great way, and that was very, very enlightening, and it just brought back some happiness that I thought that I didn't have. What I wouldn't redo is taking the job of sleeping on the sofa. Yeah, I wouldn't do that again.
Hey y'all, it's Vince the camera guy, the man behind the scenes, videography, photography for this whole trip. Overall, it was a great experience, you know, hanging out with you guys from beginning to end and capturing like special moments. I really enjoyed it from beginning to end. I love the brotherhood that you know we build over the 6 days that we spend time together, especially with the girls too. There are a lot of aha moments. You know, I walked away as a new person from the moonlight meeting, from you know our private conversations when we left that night too with Lex. And then, of course, you know, just having fun, you know, with everyone on the bus, especially the old heads bus, too. That I want to be a part of next time. You know, it's just moments like that, you know, bringing everyone together to be in the same spirit. That's very rare to find. The energy was there from, like I said, from beginning to end. I love the whole experience. Definitely would do this again with you guys, and I can't wait to the next trip.
Hey guys, what's up? So my favorite part about this whole trip was probably everything, but number one and number two would have to be one, karaoke night. Karaoke night was so much fun, full of vibes. Like that was definitely like top two. And then also the drive. I really like long drives, so that was fun. Sleeping in the car, conversations, music, everything. Like that was super fun. I also felt like our trip should have been a little bit longer, but you know, our 5 days? 5 days, 4 days, whichever one it was. It was nice, but I just wanted like maybe an extra day or two to really grasp it all. But it was really fun, and hopefully we will have another one with the same vibes and better vibes and all that good stuff. So yeah.
Hey everyone, my name is Alicia. My favorite part of the trip had to be the night when we all stayed in and cooked. I just thought that was such a homey experience. Just seeing everyone cook, seeing Donata cook, making real food, not just skin food. It was such a family-like atmosphere. It was just such a blessing to be around. One thing I would change, honestly, I cannot think of a thing. I just loved how familial everything was. Maybe more access to coffee. I guess that's the only thing I can think of. I was super eating Starbucks every morning. but loved everything, loved every moment of it. Was really, really blessed and happy to be there, and very excited for Haiti next year maybe. Okay, hopefully this was good. Thanks.
How did you enjoy the North Carolina trip?
It was fun.
What was your best part of the trip?
I don't know.
What was the worst part?
I don't know.
Really? Lamar, seriously.
I'm getting so serious.
What was the best part of the trip?
Why are you so close to my face?
Him singing karaoke?
No, I said cues.
When I decided to get lost.
What?
That was in karaoke?
Yep.
I mean, North Carolina?
Really?
What made you want to do it in oh my gosh, North Carolina.
I don't know, I just wanted to.
I am a trendsetter.
And what would you like to see change for the next trip?
Nothing. It was fun.
Who are your favorite people to hang out with on the trip?
Bobby and Calvin.
Not mom?
No.
Sisters?
No.
Alright,
Alright, thank you, Damar.
Hey, it's Kinda. My favorite part of the trip was the wellness aspect of the trip. I love how everyone got out and exercised in between fuel ups when we were on our way from Atlanta to North Carolina. I also love that everyone was willing to participate in the meditation, the new meditation that I facilitated. I was only expecting a handful of people, or at the very least just Anissa. I thought it was just gonna be Anissa, but when I saw the whole team come out, I was like, whoa. And then to just experience that level of vulnerability where everyone was willing to share, everyone was willing to let go, everyone was willing to just create like an energy of camaraderie and like love and acceptance, is something that is rare that you find on teams, and I'm so glad that I got to experience that in person. The only thing that I would change is I would have participated a little bit more in some of the just like activities that happen. I tend to be a loner, and so I kept to myself a lot, which is why I think I was so astounded that so many people came to the meditation, because since I don't really talk that much in group settings, the fact that people felt comfortable enough to allow me to facilitate that felt really, really good. And so, yeah, those are the things that I love about the trip.
Favorite part about the trip?
My favorite part about the trip, there's so many good moments. I'd have to say kayaking, paddleboarding, and the karaoke night.
What are some things you would change for next time?
I would make the trip longer.
Is there anything else you want to add about the trip?
That's the question you're supposed to ask? I don't think so. No, that's not how you end a video. You ask another question.
What would you change? I already asked that question. What are some things that you would want to implement next time?
That's the same thing as
Okay, what do you want to say to close out the video?
You're so bad. I would say that the vibes were great. I really enjoyed the whole trip. Everybody that was there, I feel like I got to know everybody just a little bit more. So now when I see them, it's like, oh, I know you. Like, this is not just work, like I know you. So yeah, it was fun. I had a great time.
What was your favorite part about the trip?
Everything. Everything was super nice. And I've been to so many trips before. This is one of the best. What I like was there was no problem going and coming back. And everybody was on their toe. And everybody had fun. That's what we went there for.
What was something you would change for next time?
No, I would not add anybody. That's what I want to do.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No, I love it. I'll be the first one next time.
All right.
This time I'll be driving in and out.
Okay, Atlanta and North Carolina, Donata Team Trip 2021. What I liked the most about the trip is just how everyone was just on the same accord. You could tell that everyone was there for a good time. Everyone was just really enjoying each other's presence. Like, it was a very pleasant atmosphere. It was a very, it was just good vibes all around. What would I change? What would I change? Dang, it's hard for me to think of something to change. That's how good the trip was. I think the thing I would change is I felt like, well, the itinerary was pretty free flowing, and I do feel like at some points we got, because there wasn't really that much plan to the T, like, nah, is that fair to say? It was a really good trip, in all honesty. I think the only thing I could say is maybe a bit more structure at certain points, but even with the free flowiness, it was still a good trip. Honestly, I don't have that much criticism or feedback on what to change. I do look forward to future trips. So yeah, first team trip, good one, and you know, a good one on my watch.
Favorite part of the trip was the drive up and the drive back. It was so relaxing. It was so stress-free. I got to really tap in and just enjoy the time with everybody in my van. We went with 2 vans, and my van was the lit van. We sang, we talked, we laughed. We had a very amazing time. The other van slept most of the time, and we stayed up chatting and singing, really singing most of the time, which was a lot of fun because I love to sing. So I got to let my vocals be heard. Poor everybody in the van, but it's okay. I still had fun. And then karaoke night was beautiful. The new moon intentional circle was beautiful. Our circle time was really beautiful. Everybody just opening up, talking and sharing. It was an amazing trip. What I loved the most is the fact that we had about 20 to 21 people and not one hiccup the whole trip. No attitudes, no arguments, nobody being mad at each other, nobody tripping, no disconnection, no anything. Like, the energy was just beautiful and positive the whole trip, and that is super rare. So that alone just made me feel like, wow, just for us to all be together and the vibes were just amazing the whole time is a plus. It's just a testament of how amazing my team is. And then what I would change about the trip, the only thing I would change is that I kind of made a change of plan the last minute of the trip. So by doing that I added more people to the house, I think. Whatever happened, the girls' house was over full. So I gave up my room. And by doing that, I realized I didn't have any time to disconnect and really be apart when I needed to be. So even though with 5 days, I'm not a people person all the time, but I actually did well. I managed, and I was able to keep my energy up and uplifted the whole time. And that's really big for me because I like to disconnect and just woosah. So I guess I didn't have to do that on the trip because the energy was just amazing the whole time. So I'm really, really blessed. And I can't wait to do this again. Thank you, guys.